We are in the middle of a wind drought. For several days now, a stiff breeze has skirted the UK, looping around from Norway across to the Atlantic. But Western Europe is there in the middle of it all, and it's almost totally calm. It'll stay like that for a while yet, and that matters because our wind farms are almost all in Scotland and the North Sea. It's not until Wednesday or even Thursday that the winds pick up and the turbines start turning. The lack of wind is having a big impact on how we're generating our electricity. This has been our energy mix over the last year. Wind produced around 28%, gas 42% and coal just 1.6%. But look at the mix from lunchtime on Monday. Gas power stations have been ramped up, producing 61% of our electricity. Wind is down to a little over 3%, about the same as being generated by coal. This snapshot is unusual, but it does show the limitations of renewable energy in some weather conditions. And winds are likely to get weaker with global warming. These are the projections on future wind speeds, even if nations collectively reach net zero soon after 2050. They drop significantly across the Northern Hemisphere, shown by these shades of blue, a phenomenon called global stilling, and it's caused by rapidly rising temperatures up in the Arctic. In the UK, winds are expected to weaken by up to 3% by 2050 and 10% by the end of the century. Right now, the UK is taking a big bet on wind. We have 14 gigawatts of onshore wind turbines and around the same offshore. But the government has a target to increase that capacity to 50 gigawatts and to turn off gas and coal power stations by 2035. However, having the turbines doesn't make them turn, as we're finding out now. And although the government also plans to expand nuclear energy to 24 gigawatts by 2050, that wouldn't fill the gap left by the lack of wind at the moment. We will need to find some other way of storing vast amounts of energy or importing much more through long-distance cables if we're going to keep the lights on.